Here with Jaeden Holstein, Shady Spring High School, announcing today signing, I think, cross country and track. Jaeden?
Yes, sir.
So a double sport down at Concord with cross country and track. Just talk about your decision to go to Concord, what you might want to major in, and how excited you are to be going down there.
Yeah, I just decided to go down there because Mike Cox, he's a great coach. I think I have a lot of potential, that he can tap into, and I can become a really better runner than I already am. But it's really exciting. It feels surreal. I've been waiting for this moment for years.
And Mike Cox, he is a great coach, and he's trained, I think, a lot of All-Americans, and was a great runner himself. How excited? What are the potential you think that he can tap into? How much do you think you want to improve under his tutelage?
Yeah, I think I'll improve, a lot. I think I can drop my time at least a couple minutes. I know in college, it's different than high school. I'll be running about double the distance, so we'll see when I get up there. I'll have to get used to that first.
Now, your basketball coach used to joke that you hate running, and you are a runner, and everybody knew it.
Yeah.
How did you get interested in running? And I know you do love running, or you wouldn't be doing this. How do you get interested in running? How did it all start?
Well, my mom, she used to run track when she was in middle school and high school, so she just kind of told me about it one day, and I thought I'd figure go try cross country instead of playing football my sixth grade year. And then
So you played
then,
football up until then?
Yeah, I played football until my sixth grade year, and then in my eighth grade year, I didn't run cross country. I played football instead my eighth grade year.
But came back to cross country in high school?
I played, and then I did both my ninth grade year.
Did your mom run here? She run somewhere else?
She ran it at Shady, yeah. She ran the mile.
So you're kind of a legacy.
And my grandpa, yeah, he used to run marathons and
Yeah, I was
stuff,
talking. Yeah, he was a Marine too, so a little bit in common there.
Yeah.
You probably in this area, because of what it is, basketball is probably better known than the spring sports. Do you feel like you get noticed sometimes more as a basketball guy because you were on the Shady team that went to 3 straight championships?
Yeah, I mean, if I had to choose, I'd choose to go watch a basketball game over a cross-country race any day, too. So I figure I'm more known on the basketball court than I am on the track.
What was that experience like for you? I mean, can you take anything away from that as you go forward in this sport, from the fact that you guys were able to play in 3 state championships? I know the sports are totally different.
Yeah, the competition, it drives my competition up a lot. I expect myself to make it to states this year and hopefully, win a couple of races up there.
Where are you at right now, high school? I know you guys have the regionals, I think, tomorrow. What's been your best times, say, back in cross country and fall, and now in track in the 2 distances this year?
I think my best time during cross country, I ran a 17:06 this year, I think. That's
How
my
did you
fastest
finish
time.
in the last state meet?
I finished 8th place, right? Yeah, I think I finished 8th place at the state meet. So.
Well, how's it going for the mile and the 2 mile? How are you doing there?
I do the 8 and the 400 in track.
So you're a little shorter.
I'm middle distance in track, yeah.
And normally, is that kind of strange that you do the middle distance?
I mean, it really helps me. It helps me with my speed a lot and during cross country season, so I kind of enjoy it actually.
Do you enjoy the cross country part better? Running these different courses out, sometimes out through the woods, over creeks.
Yeah, I would say that's a lot more fun because I'll admit that I don't like cross country practice as much, but I love the meets so much because I just get to run and see all the sites at different locations.
The 4 and the 800, how you doing there? I mean, that would help with your burst, I would think.
Yeah.
Those are probably the 2 most grueling. Everybody talks about the distance on the mile and the 2, but the 8 and the 4 are probably more grueling, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I started doing the 400 last year, and it was rough to get into, but it's helped me a lot during cross country. I think this year I ran a 53 was my fastest time, which I haven't even broke even with my PR from last year yet. So I'm hoping I do better. I don't know.
What is your PR in the 4?
52.4, I think, 52.3.
What about the 8?
I ran a 2:05 at States last year in the 8, I think.
Do you feel like you can place this year?
Oh yeah, I ran a 2:05 2 weeks ago, so I feel like I'm definitely getting better in the 8, just not the 400 this year. I feel like I'm falling a little behind in that.
What do you want to major in? Do you have anything decided yet? Or?
Yeah, I want to major in business accounting, like government accounting.
I wanted one more thing because I was so impressed by it. and you probably know what I'm going to talk about, the state tournament after the loss to Fairmont and your teammates. You were the one in there consoling those guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we talked about, you and I talked about that briefly, but just talk about that moment. I think that, and you told Olsen, it's just basketball.
Yeah.
I mean, which became kind of the mantra, if you will, after that. Why did I think you really showed your leadership there.
Yeah. I've always been kind of the bigger brother. I'm the oldest child of my mother, so I've kind of always been the biggest brother. So I don't know, I just feel like it's my job to take care of people, kind of shield myself and hide it away until later. I feel like that's just a man's duty,
So it's not that you weren't hurting, it's you.
Oh yeah, I was hurting a lot, I just saved it for later by myself in my bedroom.
Yeah. You also talked about a friend of yours that had passed.
Yeah.
Does that help you deal with things when you have to go through something like that, especially at that time in the season?
Yeah, at the time I'd already done so much crying over my friend. It's hard to really cry over something. It's not so small to many people, but in the sequence of events, that's a small event. After something like that, a friend commits suicide. So it wasn't really that tough on me, I guess.
His name again was.
Huh?
His name again was.
His name was Brian Kidd.
So you're going on to run. Are there any events that you know of that Concord does that you're looking forward to? I mean, they should be a whole new set of courses, I would think.
Yeah, I don't know what they want me to run yet in college. I don't know if they want me to run miles or what. So I guess I'll figure out when I get there.
Best case scenario would be running cross country, and for you
Yeah.
think you think you'll be able to go down and immediately compete and immediately be a contributor?
I don't think immediately. I think it'll probably take me some time to get used to it, get used to all the workouts and stuff. But I think by my sophomore year of college, then I'll be pretty good.
Last thing, when did you know you wanted to run in college? And because a lot of people thought if you really committed yourself to basketball, you could have probably done that at the next level.
Yeah.
And I guess that's not off the table yet. But when did you know you really wanted to run?
It was really at the beginning of this year during cross country season. I really wanted that place at States, and I just ran. I loved it so much this year. I don't know how to explain my love for it right now. It gets my mind away from everything. So that's why
It's kind of going to carry over.
Yeah, it's like basketball I enjoyed, but this I love. So
I got you. All right. Hey, Jaeden, congratulations. It's been a pleasure watching you the last 3 or 4 years.
Appreciate it.